Oh my God.
Here's Motor Radical coming at you with another one. We'll talk about the passing of Hulk Hogan. I know I'm late. I know he passed away about like 4 or 5 days ago. But, you know, I'm a wrestling fan. I used to like watching wrestling all the time. I've been watching wrestling since I was a kid. And I really wasn't really a big time fan of Hulk Hogan like that. I always knew something about him that wasn't right. And, you know, I kind of became a fan a little bit when he was in the NWO. Other than that, it was just like I was waiting for this dude to retire, and he never did. Trying to take the spotlight away from these younger wrestlers, and WCW and all those other wrestlers went to WWE, WWF at the time, and they got pushed. Like Chris Jericho and Benoit, Saturn, Malenko, Guerrero, Big Show, Paul White. There was a lot of people that jumped ship before WCW went under. So, you know, I know Dennis Rodman used to hang around Hulk Hogan back in 98 in WCW. You know, I had a match with him and Karl Malone and DDP and Hogan. But I kind of had a feeling that Hulk Hogan was anti-black racist, and he has said some anti-black racist things about his daughter dating somebody black. And I kind of knew he already had it in him. There's a lot of those wrestlers that have anti-black racist views. Heard things about Ric Flair, heard things about Triple H, heard things about Shawn Michaels. There's a lot of those anti-black racist folks that's in wrestling. And so I'm not trying to pay tribute to Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan is an anti-black racist, a white supremacist. A lot of these people were, you know, trying to honor him and talk about what he did for wrestling. He put wrestling on the map in the 80s, but other than that, he was looking for himself, man. He was selfish. You know, he didn't want to put nobody over. You know, it didn't. He had clauses in his contract talking about it didn't work for me, brother. This man was a piece of you know what, man. So all these the WWE, you know, recognizing his death, which I don't have no problem with, but they did it 3 times last week. They did it on SmackDown, Raw, and NXT. That's too much. That's too much. After all he did, you know, they had to kick him out the Hall of Fame for a little bit after those anti-black racist slurs he said. A lot of those black wrestlers, the foundation of black American wrestlers, didn't like Hulk Hogan, didn't even want Hulk Hogan around. So they brought him back and put him with Titus O'Neil. Titus O'Neil running around there acting crazy, acting Sambo-ish, trying to bring Hulk Hogan back after he had said all this stuff. That's not cool, man. WWE need to be ashamed of themselves. And making some of those wrestlers, some of those black wrestlers have to go out there and pay tribute to Hulk Hogan. That's not cool at all. I don't know why WWE did that, but they got to stop that. Man, wrestling is just, it was the good old boy network, the white supremacist network, but they got some black wrestlers in it. But a lot of these companies don't even give black wrestlers the belts like they supposed to. You know, AEW just had their first black champion with Swerve Strickland. And WWE be giving the belts like the mid-card belts, like the tag team belts and stuff like that to the black wrestlers. They don't even give the championships to the black wrestlers like that. Even in NXT. NXT is the only one that really gives the black wrestlers the belt. The main, you know, the world heavyweight belt. So I don't know what's going on down there with Shawn Michaels. I think he might have some of the anti-black racism that he had before. I don't know. He's been giving a lot of black wrestlers the belts here lately. Obi Femi, Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes. They really ain't had no black women's champion. No, they ain't had no black women's champion in NXT. I haven't seen that one yet. But they got a black champion right now, Naomi. That's about it. You know, they give some black people titles, but they title runs don't last long. They took the belts off the Street Profits. They took the belts off the New Day, put on somebody white. So they always do that. We see how long Naomi keeps that belt, because she had to leave the TNA to come back after the whole debacle with Vince McMahon and Sasha Banks and stuff like that. But other than that, Hulk Hogan was an anti-black racist and a white supremacist. I'm not going to sit here and say what he did for wrestling and all this. And a lot of people say they grew up with Hogan. And Hogan, man, his promos were terrible, using all those old, outdated slang, talking about Jack and brother. This dude was horrible, man. Horrible. But I'm not finna put the cape on for the man. I mean, hey, it is what it is. He passed away. And these wrestling people trying to give him a little bit too much clout, man. He don't deserve all that. But like I said, this man was a hardcore anti-black racist and a white supremacist. So it is what it is. But that's just my opinion and thoughts on Hulk Hogan. You can motor radical on the Hulk.